white racism against white people? That's a stretch. Let's get real for a minute. In a world where white people have held the cards for centuries, calling them victims of racism is like the fox crying because the hens are running scared. Sure, there's discrimination against whites, but calling it racism against whites in a system built by and for whites? That's rich. And as for Asians being privileged, tell me you haven't opened a history book without telling me you haven't opened a history book. Anyone who knows anything about Asian history in America knows that privilege is not the word to use. The Chinese built railroads with their blood and sweat only to be met with the Chinese Exclusion Act. The Japanese were rounded up and thrown into internment camps during World War II. Is any of that privilege? Hardly. And today? Sure, some Asian Americans have found success, but that doesn't erase the hate crimes, the stereotypes, or the constantly being seen as foreigners in their own damn country. Privilege means you don't have to deal with that crap. Asian Americans have had to hustle to get to where they are, all while dealing with racism that says they're perpetual outsiders. Let's be real, being woke is not about being hateful. It's about recognizing a rigged system and trying to level the playing field. It's about addressing centuries of inequalities and injustices, not flipping the script to create some new imaginary racism against whites. When people cry reverse racism, it's because they're upset at their imagined loss of privileges and the fact that others are asking for a slice of the pie that they've been hogging for so long. It's not an attack, it's a wake-up call. So before you start claiming reverse racism, take a look at the whole picture. We are fighting for equality here, not a new hierarchy. If that feels threatening, maybe it's time to examine why.